It's our first 2K TV postseason show of the year. We take a quick look at the NBA playoffs, give you all the important road to the finals updates, vote on the top plays you want to see, and give you a chance at some VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
台主開咗台啊！
2K TV postseason show of the year. We take a quick look at the NBA playoffs, give you all the important road to the finals updates, vote on the top plays you want to see, and give you a chance at some VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
好啦，樓主玩埋 career 啊，唔係 ，Captain 玩埋 career。啲睇完就走㗎，係要。WhatsApp 你喂，啲又走嘅喂。
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And the topic here prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Any as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever...
打 Magic 輸就慘啦，好難輸喎，大佬。你都唔好當藍色係廢添啦，真係。
On the road, under 3 minutes of travel, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Magic are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Orlando before heading out again. A team that's really searching for ways to win. They're presently in last place in the East.
You know, this is a bit of a quirk in the schedule. They're going to play this team on their home court first, and then in the next game, they'll be on the opponent's home court. So it's almost like a mini-series, and it creates some interesting scenarios in terms of how you approach it. But it is just 2 games on the schedule, so ultimately, that's how you deal with it.
Yeah, and I love the home and homes. I mean, I think they're a lot of fun. You're right. It really is like a mini-series, so definitely some bragging rights at stake here at the least.
So here's Miami starting. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3.
喂，觀眾，啱哥同飛係3分嘅咧。
About 1 minute into the first quarter. From deep. And there's the rebound by Dedman.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Not a fast start here for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
黐孖筋，一咁都炒啊！二仗喂話晒定點3分球
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now, following the three-point attempt by Freak.
又係佢
And it's Gordon missing.
入啦，頭先負碌啫你。
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
喂，呢個真係入。
Here's Lai.
黐孖筋，
It's the Heat missing.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts.
有屎垃
Take the lid
圾，
off the basket.
Peyton
咩
with
狗
the
屎垃
ball.
圾？
Now guarded by Shorty.
狗屎垃圾。
Harris misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
唉，算我撳錯掣，對唔住，
And it's Dang in the corner.
俾翻我。所謂94，唔係你啊，真係
Here's
94
Shorty,
啊！
guarded by Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Dang. Miami needs to get a shot off to stop the drought. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in
得
from
啖笑
Shorty.
咩？得啖笑。
Shorty's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
我大佬你知我幾高啊？觀眾，觀眾你知唔知我幾高先？觀眾，你知道我 Captain 高到好真實嘅喎，唔係你哋話想點 set 就點 set。阿 Captain 嗰度都佢170。
Thank you, Doris. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game. That one is
係
off.
威晒啊！符碌，頭先講一定唔係符碌，西士門絕對，西士門絕對符碌。
And he's good on the second. Magic leading by 3.
哇，3分球，嗱，睇到，
Ahead, here's Lai.
單波打啦。
And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It has not been an easy quarter for him.
呢個唔係一個好單波打嘅表現，
Oladipo with
觀
the
眾
ball.
千祈唔
Now
好，
guarded by Shorty.
冇大分高，仲報帶，175都報帶，食懵你啊！
Stolen by
你係
Whiteside.
咪食咗啲乜鬼嘢啊？
There's the pass to Shorty. Kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Dang. Clock at 6. Here's Shorty, guarded by Oladipo. The shot's good from Shorty.
啲一發咪無限成日都俾
And
人
we're
降
just over
低啊，
3.5 minutes
低
into the
啲
first
啊，
quarter.
三咪無
Here's
限成日
Harris.
都俾人
That's
降
it.
低，
Coming off
哎
an
呀，
assist from Peyton.
真係
Peyton's got his 4th assist in
真
this
係冇
one.
辦法。
I tell you what, the post play has
Good
been
day,
rock
y'all.
solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot
Hindi
of
po
high
papayin
percentage
ko.
shots in the paint here already.
Here's Shorty. What a tremendous game he
Home
played
naman.
against Cleveland.
哎呀，咪低啲啊！唉，
Peyton with the
不
ball.
斷係拉。
And Oladipo has it in the corner. Lets a floater go.
See.
He lays it in.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right
我
there.
覺得係
Led
俾
can
啲
be
觀眾
just
影
as
響到
sweet
係唔識
and
打
as
波，
pretty as a dunk sometimes.
我冇可能咁快。冇
How
可
about
能
looking at
啊！
2K leaderboard and a group of point guards that have a little bit of and some very good rebounding numbers since the All-Star break. 4th, Elfrid Payton.
希騰
And it
都
may
四
not
助
be the
攻，
first
哎
thing you
呀，
think
即
about,
係
but if you
咁
look at
佢
a
都唔會
lot
射
of the
波嘅，
all-time great point guards,
黐
their
孖筋，
rebounding,
收埋
that
你，
nose for the basketball is a big
收
part
埋
of
你
the
射
game.
咗佢啦！
Absolutely.
頭
I mean,
先
that's
啱
no
啲助
coincidence.
攻
The
你前
ability
乜
to
撚
have an
嘅
impact
波啊？
everywhere
屌
on
撚
the
晒
floor,
你
not
全
just on the
波，
perimeter. I think
即
that's
是
what
冷
separates
戰。
a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Back to Wade. Nice shot from 10 feet
咁
out.
有助攻咯。
Wade's got his first 2 points.
即係話
Wow,
冇
got
助
that
攻
one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire.
辛苦啦。要插電，唉，冇電，咁啊講唔到嘢。
Release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. Shot clock at 5. Good.
唉，隻低 B 你咁而家人爆啦，個防守咪少少問
Three
題。
consecutive baskets have
啲
come right
低
at the
B
rim.
啊，防守真係
Defense
極
better
大
start
問
buckling
題
down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their
你
low
夠
post
極垃
defense.
圾嘅低 B。
And a chance for just a second to check out the
點解得6
scoring
分
breakdown
㗎
for the Magic.
點解得個6 分
They've
咁
been making
貴
some
啊？
really nice passes out
正
there.
你
Excellent
睇 D-Rose
passes.
就
That
出嚟
could
啦，
set
唉
the
又
tone
同
for
我
the
爭
rest of
過
the game.
Yeah,
唉
they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Here's Nicholson.
忽然嘢似你咁低 B，
Here's Napier.
因為無法辨識
And no good. His first shot of the night, missing.
No
Dang,
breathing room at all to take that shot.
唉，真
Over
係
to the left wing.
俾人鬧先安樂。
And out of bounds
即係
is the
叫
Magic.
點會
will
出
win
界
possession.
啊！
And
即
a chance here to take a look at the
唉，
numbers
即
for
嚿極
Short.
垃圾。
Averaging 25
嗱，你自己
points
睇，
per
你自己睇，你
9
一路
assists,
激分
4
嘅。
rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
呢流只有6分，得個6分，一節得個6分，
Here's
會低
Napier.
少少。
And he connects on the jumper.
智障喎，佢好似俾人拉開嚟打咁
Set him up
嘅。
with a
我最重要係
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was
啊
good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
3
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick
何謂
release
94嚟
made the
解釋
difference
俾
there.
你
Any
聽？
hesitation?
你啲數學嘅
That shot
數
is
學嘅觀
being
念
blocked.
相當之
You
不
almost
高。
have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Winslow. Uses
有
the
啊，
glass to
掟
finish the
波啊
lead.，
嗱，咁
Timely
我
passing leads to assists, and that's been the
highly
recipe
passing
for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Napier. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Unloads. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low.
個啊，唉，真係
Their
低
outside
B，
shooting.
垃圾。
And so here is Miami. Stoudemire the screen. Here's Lai.
哇，
Nicholson grabs
頂
the
爭啲
ball.
入啊！
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Fournier in the corner. Unloads. Good. And it's Napier with the assist that time. Fournier's got his first points of the night. The Heat have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And he gets the bucket.
咁我
He
入
is
波啦
just。tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's a good screen. Stokes the pass to
你
Napier.
啲觀眾對我咁神準表現冇反應，大佬我都打得好
Pass to
勁。
Nicholson. Tries again, and the basket by Stokes.
係啊，其實真係放棄
Stokes
防
has
守，
got it all tied up now
但係
for
唔知點
Orlando.
解。
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's Lai,
唉，
but it's no good.
冇啊，點解今日冇咗我黑沙必卡啦？
And off we go. A post-game
畢
now
咗啦，
starting the second
係咪
half.
你錯？
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Stokes.
唉，只落後
Morgan
三
comes in
分，
for
點解
Fournier,
咁廢
and it's Elfrid Payton in for Napier.
一次
And
萬
then for
斤，
Miami,
一冇
Stoudemire's
cap
checked in for Whiteside.
就會廢
Bang
晒。
comes in for Samuel Dallenberg, and it's Shorty in for C.J.
Aya.
Watson. On the
我第一點
floor,
掹啊！
line, and it's shooting guard. Bang out there with
點解掹
Stoudemire.
唔到
And it's
㗎？
Rose, and it's Winslow in at the 3. And
Ah,
Doris
they
Burke has a
are.
report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal basketball. He finished with 36 points, as he usually does. really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry.
Nicholson's checked in for Orlando. Gordon comes in for Oladipo. Gordon kicks to Gordon. Feeds to Nicholson. Takes the 13-footer and gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 5.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
With the floater, it's laid in by Dang. Dang's got 6 points.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now here's Payton, guarded closely. Nicholson dishes to Gordon. Payton drives in, kicks it out to Gordon. From deep. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Detroit Pistons.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop him.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Here's Lai. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 17 points in the game. Magic leading by 3. Payton outside. Passes to Dedmon. Stolen by Rose. Now here's Rose. The fast break opportunity. There's Winslow.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent converting in.
Payton passes to Gordon. Wants to get it to Nicholson and does. Gordon kicks to Nicholson. Terrific assist and solid play all around.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to find out which teams have had the hottest shooters since All-Star. Number 1, the Heat.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass. And not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
The Magic have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. He doesn't get the second one. The Heat trail by 3.
有咩圖片啊？睇喂，你有冇趁樓主打波嗰陣 send 圖片啊？好唔好啊？唔該，你搞到分心。唉，真係你搞到樓主而家去睇啦。每人5蚊，3.9淘汰賽制，仲有7分鐘，無限換人我記得好似。即係打佢一射就打爆你，係嘛？你吩咐佢食，即係講真。聽日咧唔係講啊，嗱7分鐘唔得體力戰，我相信你就體力嘅。Captain 值得信任嘅就要。
And now just a 1-point Magic lead.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
It's 9 seconds left in the shot clock in game. Here's Nicholson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Nicholson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
睇唔睇到啊？阿 Sam 拉着緊啲咩鞋
Here's Shorty.
？Super 5
He's got 17.
Super 5 Jordan.
Stoudemire with a screen on Gordon. Gets it off. Oh, and the buzzer
係咪到？係咪到？係咪到？
The buzzer to end the
係咪到？
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was
係咪到？ 真係太勁啦！主要冇咁快。我飛唔到啊喂！啊！係啦。我想問咧，係咪對面波跳會冇呢一樣㗎？我想問，睇到你落後。唔係喎，我觀眾睇唔到頭先我球幾勁，飛啊飛2分0支3分喎，錯入波 tasty。有 delicious 嘅 tasty。雙重動作都可能睇到笨射手。哇！你即係哇！你過咗啊！飛行。
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
The backcourt is Peyton and Oladipo. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. And it's Deadman in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control.
黐線啊！MVP 飛騰咧咁多襟章搞到我會咩江齊大師又成啊，咩神射手啊，佢防守好勁正咩而家。
Oladipo against Wing. In the corner, it's Gordon. And it's Haslam.
啲仲係籃板㗎。
Haslam's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Lai. And the Heat, another 3.
And you know what? He's got a new
好難
BFF.
喎，啲咁嘅豬隊友，仲我冇快攻打喎，你自己睇下。冇快攻打。
Orlando shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. No good on the free throw. The Heat making a switch here. Dallenberg's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And it's the Heat with the ball. 3-point lead. The feed to Whiteside. Over to the left wing. Shorty, the pass to Dallenberg. Here's Shorty, guarded by Harris.
Wow! Wow!
Wow! There as he increases.
What the hell?
That's got to be though a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can right there. He does some damage with his finishing too.
From the corner.
點救？威得有籃板啊！
Just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss. Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how Orlando ranks league-wide. 7th in steals, 14th in blocks. And as far as team rebounding numbers,
喂，打句
not a strong suit
打
for
句
this
好
year.
勁嚟聽下都好啊，大佬！你台子加油！我頭先都同你講咗，樓主加油！咁 Captain 好嘢啊！講句啊，我知道把聲有啲難聽啊，都唔咁。你睇到我直播完咗要聽我把聲。
Wade against Oladipo. In the corner, Napier with it.
哎，仆街！
Another miss
又
by
講粗口，
Orlando.
對唔住，
And they start the second
説咗
half
粗口，
with 3 straight
又
misses.
哎
Won
呀，
by Gordon.
食屎啦！
And Oladipo, here we
我點解我入
go.
樽我睇唔到你盲㗎？你盲？你是
Dallenberg's got 4
盲的
rebounds in
嗎？
this game. Inside, Wade. And it's
頂
blocked by Gordon.
你話咁樣點 alley-oop 啊？你自己睇下啦。如果 alley-oop 啊，又計我一個 turnover 啦，係嘛？
Ouch. 5 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Luol Deng has been playing well. He's got 8 points. He has 1 steal to his credit as well.
即刻咩入樽啊，射爆3分啊！你見到而家停留喺5個助攻，你知唔知？每次一傳波咧，唔係就俾人 hit 咧，就係俾人 block， 唔會入嘅。你擺明唔爭啊！係
Here's Napier, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside. You know, it's apparent that our leader is always communicating and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
In the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
Watson, he's checked in for Miami. To the paint. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form.
And
you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him.
The Magic have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one. The free throw drops for Stokes.
你俾佢臨尾嗰1秒我先試俾你睇，咁早試唔得，係咯。
That one is no good.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
The pass to short. 5 to shoot. To the eye. White's bucket tonight.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
樓主入樽咁樣，94都唔敢試，94都唔敢試呢個啲難發味講真。94定點3，我唔知個3分球嘅定義係去到邊個位嘅，係咪即係嗰個位咧入到先？頭先咪試咗類似 logo shot 咁遠嘅物體。 係咪啊？你即係下一次啦，我攞到波試一球俾你睇，一球即係 logo 邊緣咯，咩直個 logo 幾大嘅，咩直個 logo 咁大 ，OK 啦。
Would be nice to find a steals chart to see where they're getting all their pilfers from. These are small forwards though who play 94 feet of defense.
哎呀，你睇下，炒咗啊！一多啦唔少，唉唔射喎，你唉自己。
Here's Napier. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging over 10 points a game. Harris misses.
One made 3 form for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The dish to Wade. Pass to short. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Shorty's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat. Oladipo outside. And Whiteside sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Soft touch off the glass. Watson's got 5 points now on the court. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Miami.
Their defense has been outstanding. Closing out shots and blocking a few.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
This is to Dallenberg. Here's Shorty. 26 points for him. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Dwayne Wade. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, just simply one of the mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
And Orlando making a change here. Gordon's checked in.
老高索， 哎呀，唔得。哎呀，死啦！跌破一半啊！哎呀，頂！
Here's Napier. He feeds it to Fournier. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss.
都得嘅。
Here's Shorty.
有冇 ISO 咋又？我頂！ISO 哎有啊！好，但係我係唔肯定你嘅。
And he touches it down. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
He dishes it to Whiteside. Down low, line. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Shorty's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Napier passes to Harris. Harris a screen on Rose. Here's Napier. And Whiteside sends it back. 104 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Winslow. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. They set the pick. Here's Lai.
Oh shit! No!
Here's Napier. He's covered by Rose. Fournier, that's for two. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Fournier's got it back down to single digits for the Magic. Rose dishes to Winslow. Passes it to Short. Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Shorty. He has 30. Goes up off the pick. And Stoudemire slams it in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the champ.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending them on the right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 8 points. Here's Shorty. From deep. He got it up in time.
Bye. 冇 bye 啦喂。
Wouldn't fall for him. Orlando making some changes. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Gordon. And Harris subbed in for Evan Fournier. Then for the Heat, Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. And it's Shorty in for Rose. On the court for the Heat, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Whiteside is out there with Hassel. And it's Shorty in for one spot.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Miami leading by 5. Kicks to Whiteside. To the middle. Here's Lai. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a... Dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size. Amazing aerial skills.
Gordon's checked in for Nicholson. Shorty the pass to Haslem. Here's Shorty, defended by Gordon. Now the pass to Shorty. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Dang. The shot. but he recovers it. Pass to Shorty. Beyond the arc. Right side a screen to the paint. Another shot. Comes up empty off the pick.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
The Heat leading by 7. On the wing, Dang. Wide open. And he swishes it right through.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Payton kicks to Stokes. Feeds it to Harris. Down low. From 13. And he connects with the jumper. The Heat have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Shorty the pass to Whiteside. On the wing, Dang. There's the pick. To the left side wing. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. 34 points for Freak.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Fans, get ready for your Magic Dancers. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke.
哎，你又 high 喎 ，Bang！
我哋呢支持非常之好。
啱我而家34分10助攻啊！
Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Payton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. At the line, shooting two. That's good for Payton.
我想問咧，有冇啲 Facebook 咁樣入咗3分講黐咁樣，好似成個黃狗咁樣，你覺唔覺得 Facebook 好黃狗？
He kicks it to Dang.
你覺唔
Right
覺？
side, high post.
純粹抒發個人表現嗰啲喎，唔係針對啲咩垃圾嚟。
Good ball movement here by the Heat.
之後
Right
覺得
side
喺
dishes to
Facebook 好
Dang.
似黃狗。
Passes it to Shorty. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Shorty's got 17 points here in the second half.
究極黃狗。
Now
拍
here's
派
Oldie.
膠咁樣，唔係派膠拍好多膠，即係究極垃圾。
We've got 148
即係
left
聽
here in
佢
the
把
fourth
聲
quarter. To the
如果唔
inside.
但不過佢
Deadman.
哋嗰
Good
把聲
work
夠
defensively by
熱。
Whiteside.
If they could end every possession with that shot,
Oh my
they'd be
God！
happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
跟住喺度鳩笑喎，哇哇！邊個阿黃金咪成日講哇哇哇咁樣。
Inside. Here's Line. The kick out to Dang. Right side, high
Chris
post.
係咁你又睇，Chris 係啊，Chris 真係唔會睇咁滯。
Here's Line.
幾時又話個 Chris 好睇
Off target from outside.
？Chris 真係唔
Tell you what,
會
the
睇。
defense has nothing to worry about out there with them shooting. I mean, you can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And Oladipo kicks to Payton. Banked in off the glass. And now it's only a 5-point Miami lead.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
No,
黐線！
from short.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot, and they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
That was as big as it gets. They are definitely going to enjoy
我
that.
屌！
Payton against Wade. Payton passes to Harris. Here's Shorty. Fades away. It's hauled in by...
Still a chance here, but they...
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do.
我講咗喂錄音嘅，中文啊冚家鏟冚家鏟嘅，屌鳩 U 啊屌鳩 U 啊 fuck 包我，黐線咁樣講一句嘢都係俾人包，智障咁樣俾人包 ON9 咁樣俾人包低 B 即夠極低 B 唉，就搞到而家俾人追平啊就快，唉，即夠極低 B 喎。
Pressure on you that he had at the line right there shows you what he's made
我啱講一句 dude 搞到我啱講嘅粗口咧，可能關事嘅。
Here's Shorty. Has on the screen on paper. Here's Lai.
哎呀！唉，又炒埋。我唔想打加時賽，大佬。都明加時賽冇我份嘅。唔殺住你老豆！冇啊！我啱就講句 fuck， 跟住就即刻，唉！跟住佢就好似咩識別啊咁識別咗講粗口，跟住又收咗我，俾咗兩條罰球，唔知邊個，咁啊失咗分。頂！點解會咁㗎？我講嘅粗口都 detect 到。垃圾智障，即夠極智障，又亂搞，你知唔？唉，真係智障都煩。
Harris misses. Balanced scoring, Clark, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
好成功，我識咗啊邊個識咗飛彈。但係我而家三分球成日捉到三分一，我食廢咯係。應該拉低我個三分球。點解神奇挑戰
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
佢應該係咁嘅。
Shorty the pass to Haslam. He feeds it to Wade. The pass to
係咯，
Shorty.
冇人話陳家威就係話黃狗喺度笑，但冇人話陳家威笑喎，你唔覺㗎？
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat.
哇！
Don't take your eyes off of him.
咁都射得有咩？哇！犀利你啊！
Put the isolated cam on him.
勁啊，真係勁！黐線！
Dishes to Gordon. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And that last replay, courtesy of Kia. Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Harris misses.
你俾人 game 唔係咯，打 game 嘅笑聲有啲奇怪嘅感覺。
And again, Miami with the triple.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Fans, get ready for your magic dancing.
機嗰種笑聲我應該扮唔到。你有冇統計佢洗手要洗幾多秒？有冇統計嘅？洗手，佢洗手笑手通常洗得3-4分鐘，我懷疑佢，可能佢懷疑手3年。定係嫌自己隻手充滿生命。 自己手充滿生命，想唔想面
Tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
我唔想，我頭先講嘅粗口咯，而家就示範一次俾啦，我而家示範一次。Fuck！ 誒，冇法，我講一次。Fuck！
Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
哦
They have got to put a body in because otherwise, with his
我而家講粗口，
agility
講
and
粗口，
athleticism,
講粗口。
they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
我講一次粗口，我講一次粗口，講一次粗口。Shit! Shit! Shit! Fuck! Fuck! Shit! Shit! Fuck! 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 Shit! Shit! Fuck! Fuck! Shit! Shit! Fuck! Fuck! Shit! 喂，冇，我係點 soft 咗？一定係咁。
To the inside.
嚇！
Pulls it down.
This is not the
智
slam
障
dunk.
垃圾！
You don't get
垃
two.
圾！
You got to finish the job.
In with the ball.
智障！
Picks him up.
真係智障
And he has
喎！
brought them to within 2 points.
點解咁樣炒真㗎？
As
我
I have
O.M.
ever
咗
seen.
啊！
In a word, gutsy.
Here's line. Money.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
炒真係啊！炒真啊！可唔可以解釋俾我聽點解我講粗口而家唔自踢？係咪頭先係咪？我一定係塞咗波先係自踢。
And he commits the intentional foul.
我講中文啊！
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
你有冇試過咧？喂，我估你強戴個 headphone 就得嘅，你呢個 Xbox One 可以都插嘅。係啊，唔知點解會知道，我唔知點解會知道觀眾 Xbox One。你用個耳機插入個手掣度咧，我估你講粗口咧。講粗口咧，跟住就可以俾佢哋隻。就真係唔知點解 detect 到。
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
喂，咩事啊，林志仁？我開緊台啊，你睇我直播啦，不如。我咪同緊你講電話咯，大佬，你唔低能㗎真。
There's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but
我同萬家雄直播緊咋，你自己睇我直播咯，不如。
Gets the first, that
唔
gives
係
them a
咯，
4-point cushion.
我直播緊俾你睇咯，你可以一齊嚟睇嘅
And。so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a
因為
2-possession
我
lead.
開咗咪啊嘛，你自己睇我段片都係咁啦。好啦，成功昆咗個觀眾入嚟，非常之好。耶！昆咗觀眾入嚟，好開心啊！哈哈哈。哇！
Here's Stedman. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And he's had an excellent performance overall.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
一低啲啊，全咩智障？
Nervous moments to
仲有腦都冇腦你。
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
我的招數多。
The 2K Sports post-game show.
又話教戰術，點知係睇你打機？我教完啦。
Kevin,
你
much
問彭家雄
appreciated.
啦，你
And
問
now
彭
let's
家雄，我
present
戰
our
術
Jordan
俾
player of
你
the
知
game, Freak.
係非常之清
Just
楚
a monster
聽日
first
聽
quarter
日
of the
佢就
game.
會教
He
你
came out hot
或者
and
你
just
聽日
never
早
cooled
啲翻
down.
咯，我最多
That
早
boost
啲
he
行
gave
到翻嚟咯。
And that wraps
我聽日
things
早
up,
7點
folks.
鐘
Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin.
冇所謂講真，遲同早冇關係，睇你哋明唔明嘅啫。如果唔明點講都冇用。即係籃球智商低，點講冇用嘅真係。睇人打機，我睇達哥唔好，即係達哥唔會打2K。 達哥唔會打2K 嘅達哥。喂，兩隻人，如果同你講咧，而家我收台，你會點？真係休息喎。我升下級先。我聽朝5點起身落街練波，有冇啊？你確定？你真係會？
咁好冇用啊！
要紅白線，同埋一個電腦點會有紅白線啊？我都唔知點啊，真係咧。仲以為走咗添，我同我媽講嘢添，未聽到我媽把聲。我而家識直播，收皮，拜。